Hey everyone, been thinking a lot about the coronavirus recently and coming to terms with the fact that pandemics happen a lot more frequently than I'd considered. There's been dozens of them by the century, particularly in the last couple hundred years. But if you go back further in time, they're harder to see. Now, part of the reason is that historic records aren't too good before the modern era, simply because if there weren't a lot of people who could read and write, you're not going to have a lot of records. But another reason is that pandemics don't always leave obvious signs of their existence. Sometimes you find mass graves that leave a pretty clear picture of what happened, such as what you see here of this Black Death mass grave beneath London. But if you don't find bodies, how do you know that people died in the first place? And even if you do find a skeleton, most pandemic diseases only impact soft tissues and don't leave any sort of physical presence onto what archaeologists actually do find, which most of the time is just the bones. So how can we get around these problems? One way was from a 2012 paper in PNAS by D'Andrew et al. That looked at changes in the concentration of a molecule found in human poop called coprostanol and sediment from a lake in northern Norway. The idea is that the coprostanol from people's feces living in a nearby village would wash into the lake and become buried, and that changes in the molecule's concentration over time reflect changes in the amount of people on that landscape. So basically, more coprostanol, more people. The data showed that coprostanol decreased during the time of the Black Death, suggesting that people in the nearby village died or left the area. Interestingly, right after the Black Death, pyrolytic polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, pyrolytic polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or pH ratio values, temporarily spiked, suggesting that trees started to grow back in the local environment. This could have happened from people abandoning their farms during the Black Death and allowing forests to reclaim some disturbed land before populations recovered. Now, admittedly, the data from this paper is pretty limited during this time period, so we can't say with certainty that what we're seeing here is the Black Death. But if we take it at face value, the data suggests that the Black Death impacted all of Europe, including remote places such as a small village well into the Arctic Circle of northern Norway. That's it for now, and thanks for watching.